So I always start my meetings by telling people there's no magic wand in my bag, because there is nothing magical that I can say that's going to, all of a sudden make everything okay and easy. But I think if people keep their eye on their own situation, I have to say I am amazed, wonderfully amazed by the schools, at least in the 5 towns and Far Rockaway area and even beyond. Really, as expensive as the day schools are and as expensive as the yeshivot are, they're incredible. I have really never seen anybody who has been forced to go into debt to be able to send their children to yeshiva. And I think that is a tremendous, it's a tremendous, amazing thing for those schools and also for the benefactors who are donating to scholarship funds at those schools. So kol hakavod to those people. But basically, you have to know where you stand, and you have to look at things in advance and say, are we a family where, just because a lot of people send to camp, are we going to be able to do that? And I think people, we once had a class with Rebbitzin Weinberger, and the question was asked, somebody said, well, if someone's able to afford to do something in a lavish way, should they not, for fear of making others feel badly about doing it? And the example that she gave was, should somebody who knows how to play the piano not play because they may make somebody who's less musical feel badly? And the answer is, of course, no. And she said something that stuck with me. You need to know your station. You need to know where you're holding. If you're somebody who has the funds and has the means, you can look at spending that money in a way that's responsible for where you are. If you're somebody who is not of those means, it does not matter that, 25% of the class goes to camp for 2 months. I mean, Achiezer is amazing with that. They've got a camp fund that really helps any family with 2 working parents. And I hope they'll be able to do that again this year, because it's really, I know it's been, a lifeline for so many families. But not everybody can go to sleepaway camp. And just because we want everyone to be able to go doesn't necessarily mean that. So again, parents who are starting out, think a little bit about what's ahead. With young couples, I do a 5-year look out. I don't just do a solid moment in time budget. I like to have them think forward. Even though, of course, we don't run the world and we never know what's going to be, it's still a good exercise to say, well, in 2 years from now, even though we're making it great on $4,000 a month right now, in 2 years from what's our plan for then, and how are we looking to that time, and what can we put aside, and what can we, where can we look at in terms of job growth,